Hello everybody. As you know from previous videos on my old whisky room, I have now moved house, and this is my latest whisky room, which I welcome you to, and I'll show you around. It's a bit bigger than the last one and a bit more comprehensive. As you well know, the biggest part of my collection is mystery malts, but I also, of course, single malt whiskies from every distillery working in Scotland. But I've really concentrated now on Irish whisky, which I absolutely love as well. And this section here is all Irish whisky, mostly all single malts, one or two blends which are exceptional, and pot still whiskies, which were great. If you've never tasted a pot still whisky, you're missing out because they're absolutely delicious. Yellow spot, green spot, and red breast, the beautiful whiskies. And down here is two of the harder whiskies to acquire, but they're absolutely fantastic whiskies. Wild Geese and Danny Boy. Very, very, very nice whiskies. In addition to Irish single malt whisky and mystery malt single malt whisky, I've now started collecting litre bottles of single malt whisky. Most of these are required from duty free, and I'm very fortunate enough to have a friend who's a pilot, Alan, who acquires me most of these whisky. He rarely comes home from trips overseas without a bottle for me, and they make a real good collection. And they start up here, go all the way along here to that corner. These are the highlight of my collection really, as they're all closed, mothballed and abandoned distilleries. I have a bottle from each distillery that's been closed down in the last 30-40 years, with the exception of one or two. But here they are. They go up this shelf and this shelf all the way to the end. Now, if you don't already know, the bulk of my collection is mystery malts. A mystery malt is a malt that's purchased by big bottlers, retailers, large corporations that buy so many barrels from the distillery and then put it in their own bottling, but they're not allowed to use the distillery name. They have to put some different name on it. Like this, for instance. I believe, I seem to think from memory, this was a supermarket bottle that I think Marks and Spencer's, or one of the big supermarkets in England, bottled. They bottle them occasionally. This is a Glenkinchie, but obviously I can't open that because I'll never get it again. So all these here then are mystery malts. All along here, all along there. And these two shelves here, all mystery malts. And these two shelves all the way along to the bottom there, where they meet up with the Irish whisky again. People who visit me and come and have a few drams with me during the tastings, etc., they always ask me, well, how do you know what that one is, and how do you know what that one is? I'd like to taste this one, or I'd like to taste that one. But if I give you, say, an example, if people desire or wonder what the taste of any of these mystery malts, I know where they come from, so I'll pick the appropriate bottle out of my tasters. I have all these here, especially to open for people who want to taste. I don't open these that's from every working distillery in Scotland, just the tasters. I have close to 80, so that's more than enough for anybody to taste. All these down here. Well, cheers and the best of luck, everybody, and thank you for visiting my home and my new whisky room. Anytime you're around here, you're more than welcome to a dram. Slán.